Hello everybody and welcome to Lights Up, the official WNBL podcast. I'm Grantley Bernard alongside 2011 WNBL Grand Final MVP Sharon Milner. Sharon, we've had 5 rounds of WNBL action so far and things are really just starting to take a bit of shape now by the look of it.
Yeah, there absolutely are. There's now a clear separation. I think there's 2 games between the team in 4th place and 5th, and it's really shaping to be a chase on for that 4th spot, and the top 4 look well and truly set already at round 5.
There is a strong sense in that top 4, and Canberra had a win on Friday night at home to put themselves further in there. Tell us all about the Canberra game and the rest of the games in the round.
Well, yes, as I said, it's really shaping the finals, and it's only round 5. We kicked it off on Friday night. The ABC game was another tight one. Canberra getting over the Sydney Flames, leaving them winless, 60-56. Bridget O'Dossie had 22 points and 14 boards. Michaela Dobkins also chimed in. And for the Flames, their import April Syke has had a good debut. But our girl Jess Bibby made the go-ahead basket again with 4:55 left, and they never looked back. We also had Logan Thunder, 81, going down to the Dandenong Rangers, 102 points. Geez, they love to score, don't they? The big 4 for Dandenong getting it done. Kath McLeod leading with 19 points. Rangers got 23 points off turnovers, so that's always going to hurt you. The next one was Bulleen, who are also on the road. They had a comfortable win over the West Coast Waves, 78-50. Rachel Jarry continued her good season with 18 points. They had a massive 4th quarter, 25-9, blowing it out. Kay Tucker, the only Waves player to get in double figures for that game, 10 points, and the Waves shot at 29% from the field. In Dandenong's second game of their road double, they took care of the Townsville Fire, 76-63. Kath McLeod again getting it done, 20.6 assists. She's just standing up as one of the premier guards in the country. Kayla Standish, Townsville's import, really getting it done, having a great debut, 17 points and 10 boards, another double-double. But the Fire are going to have to take care of the ball a bit better if they want to push for that top 4. We rounded out round 5 with the Bulleen Boomers Adelaide Lightning. Billed as probably game of the round. Didn't quite live up. Well, it did if you're an Adelaide fan. 74-55. Beat them by 20 points. The Batgirl, Susie Batkovich, last year's MVP. 27 points in 28 minutes. Adelaide got 42 of those points in the paint. Probably no thanks to the Batgirl. Rachel Jarry, we should mention, continued her good season with a double-double again. And the hottest team in the league, Bendigo, enjoyed a bye.
Bendigo is the hottest team in the league, but they have teams coming after them pretty quickly now. If we look at the ladder, Bendigo at 6-0, then Adelaide at 5-1, Dandenong at 5-2 after winning both games on their Queensland Road double, Canberra at 4-2 rounds at the top 4. Then we've got Bulleen at 3-4, Logan and Townsville both on 2-4, West Coast on 1-5, and Sydney still winless at 0-6. So as you said, things are just starting to take shape a little bit there. Adelaide, we mentioned last week or the week before about the young players that have come out of the AIS and are making the impact. But you've got to take your hat off to the old girl who came out of the AIS about probably 13 years ago, Susie Batkovich. She's just getting the job done for Adelaide, isn't she?
No, all the talk was Lauren Jackson's returning in round 5, and then we had someone just step up on Sunday and say, remember me, I'm the MVP from last year. I'm going to get a point a minute, and my team's sitting nicely in second. So Batkovich and the Adelaide Lightning are looking very dangerous.
She did a great job. The other, I guess, big player, as in inside player, that captured the eye this weekend was Bridget O'Dossie, who's probably been someone at Canberra. She's been more of a role player in her only WNBL season, but I think that game on the weekend against Sydney where she had 22 and 14 showed the potential she has to actually be a key player in this league.
Yeah, I think she's the next Graf project. She's developed a lot of players over her time at Canberra, and I think O'Dossie is really looking like one who's going to step up this year, and certainly going body to body against Jackson once she's fit and healthy and training in full is going to set her in even better stead, and that's a scary inside presence the Capitals are going to have.
And if we go from the bigs to the littles, so we're now in your domain, Kath McLeod. You know, we've talked about Harawa as being, probably the premier point guard and MVP candidate, but Kath McLeod led the Rangers on the weekend for 2 wins on the road. And so now she's got to be an early MVP candidate, but again underlines how important she is to Dandenong.
Absolutely. I'm going to put it on the line here. Kath McLeod is no longer the future Opal guard that we're talking about or the up-and-coming WNBL star. No one strings together three. This is her third season where she's likely to be an all-star in a row. She's arrived. She is a premier guard in any country, any league she plays in. And yeah, she's put her hand up as MVP, but she's also got her mate Jenna O'Hea, who's having a pretty good year as well.
It helps to have a little 1-2 punch, doesn't it?
It does.
In terms of Kath, did she get underused at the Olympics?
Yeah, I thought she could have brought a lot of speed to that team. I mean, without knowing their game plan or, what they were building around, obviously, they had a pretty good inside presence as well. But I thought when she was in the game, she injected some speed. I'm obviously a bit biased and a fan of a speedy game. But yeah, I think look out for her at the next World Champs to really make her footprint in world basketball.
Well, Kath McLeod will be leading the Dandenong Rangers again this weekend in the WNBL when they take on the Boyne Boomers in what will be a fabulous Melbourne WNBL derby. We'll look at that a little later in the week when we're back with Lights Up. But for our first instalment of the week, that is it. Don't forget, though, that you can check all the WNBL news at wnbl.com.au. You can follow the players in the league at Facebook and on Twitter. We've got our host here, Sharon Milner, who is Sharon Milner 4 on Twitter, and our other co-host, Desi Globitz 6. So follow the girls, follow the league at WNBL. And of course, you can also follow things on ABC. Every week, the game of the round on a Friday night is streamed live via the ABC website and is shown nationally on television on Saturday afternoons at 4 o'clock. The other people we need to acknowledge and thank are our sponsors, the Australian Sports Commission, Champion, Spalding, iiNet, ANFA, ABC and Sporting Pulse. That is it for this edition of Lights Up. But come back again later in the week and Sharon Milner and I will be back with more of Lights Up.